In today's video, I want to emphasize that what the narcissist cares about is not you, not me, or anyone else. So it's time to face the truth that narcissists aren't meant for us. So if you ask me if a narcissist cares about you, I would say yes, but only because you're a part of them, and they depend on you to function. As with any limb, the narcissist sees other individuals as mere extensions of their own being. When it comes to romantic relationships, narcissists don't do it for the love and concern they have for you. True, you play a crucial role in their scheme, but a narcissist can easily replace you with someone else. It's not about you or the relationship. It's about your function. The relationship is worthless if you are of no benefit to them. Exactly zero worth. Not at all. The narcissist wants everything, but you're not one of them. They'll use terminology and measures designed to deceive you into trusting them because this is what they're good at. So even if it seems irresistible, anything aimed to lead you astray should always be taken with a grain of salt. Narcissists are conflicted when it comes to relationships and people since they both despise and need us at the same time. A narcissist is concerned about these three things because they believe they wouldn't be successful if they didn't have at least two of them. So what are they? Well, the things narcissists desire are superficial because they're self-centered and shallow. I'm sure you can predict them. If you pay enough attention, their attitudes and behaviors perfectly reflect the narcissistic insecurities and emptiness they represent. So let's begin. In the eyes of the narcissist, one's image is the most valuable asset. In reality, it's the most prized possession. Their physical appearance, including the clothes they wear and the way they carry themselves. For narcissists, appearance is more important than anything else. Sociopaths, on the other hand, don't give a hoot about what other people think of their appearance. They might just roll out of bed and head to the local store looking disheveled. Sociopaths care less about what other people think of their appearance because they don't give a damn. When it's convenient for them, they put up the effort. At the same time, many narcissists, especially at the height of their productive years, focus on their looks and wealth accumulation. Everything must be in sync with the overall impression they're trying to achieve. In order for narcissists to have a positive impact on others, they spend a lot of time, money, and effort trying to make themselves look attractive. They're only interested in furthering their own esteem and acclaim. Only those closest to them, such as their spouses and children, are able to peer through their masks. In order to maintain the false image of either the hero or the victim, they're terrified that they will be perceived as violent demons if they can't keep it up. Due to the fact that narcissists are always dependent on the approval of others, they will die if people know what is behind their masks. It's impossible for them to maintain their false feeling of self-importance and bloated egos without the approval of others. Secondly, narcissistic supply, which they typically get as a result of the false image they've constructed. The only things that can make them happy are attention, flattery, and praise. They need to know how highly regarded and adored they are by the general population. Betraying and hurting those they claim to love is how they sustain their dark narcissistic nourishment. This is a requirement that must be fulfilled. Consequently, they have to deceive people into thinking they have a romantic or close friendship with them. Having a narcissistic supply is so important to the narcissist that they will go to great lengths to get their hands on some of it. Those who are narcissistic do not have empathy for others because they see others as a means to an end rather than a person in their own right. They'll be satisfied as long as we feed them with their narcissistic supply, and they will exude a sense of authority and superiority because of that. Narcissists are born with a strong sense of control. If they don't have a person they can control and who can authenticate their presence, then they won't be able to live long. Because of this, they'll need to find additional sources of supply. Having one person to adore is never enough for them. One person is not enough to be manipulated and abused. As predatory creatures, narcissists are always on the lookout for their next prey. They will never be content. A backup supply is necessary when their existing stock runs out. In the event that your contributions are no longer appreciated, They'll nevertheless have you on hand while they search for a new one. Because they see you as their property, you have a duty to stay with them until they're ready to use your services again. Narcissists place a high value on wealth and power, the third item on their list of priorities. Because if they have a lot of money, they can maintain their false persona and acquire even more trinkets to distract them from their miserable circumstances and bring them joy. In order to gain more, they'd use any means necessary to achieve it, no matter what the cost. They also realize that if they had more money, they would be able to exercise more influence on a larger group of people. Because of their financial situation, they'd be able to keep some people close to them. Narcissists typically have an insatiable want for more and are unable to be satisfied with what they already have. Narcissists revel in directing other people's lives and inflicting fear on others. And with more money comes more power. With money and power, narcissists feel they can nearly accomplish anything. They sit in the front row because they have a superiority complex and believe they are above the law. Having as much power and riches as possible is the primary goal of the narcissist in order to impose as much control as possible over their environment. Being insecure and weak, narcissists rely on others to make them feel better or divert them from their own internal turmoil, which is why they're so manipulative. As long as the narcissist can keep getting their fix of narcissistic gratification, they'll be around. Because of their wealth and position, they can exert more influence, protect their image, and open up new narcissistic supply lines for themselves. People with narcissistic personalities care only about themselves and their goals, and they're not concerned with the well-being of others. They'll go to any lengths to achieve their goals. I genuinely hope that this video helps you in some way. Thank you so much for your thoughtfulness and consideration. I truly appreciate it. Any thoughts or opinions on this subject are welcome as always in the space provided below. So please do not be shy. Thank you for your attention.